Opening this weekend, new Christian cinema, which has made dramatic progress in quality over the last 20 years, and I think that is in large part due to the Kendrick Brothers and their gentle approach to some serious topics. Without them, I'm not certain we would get shows like The Chosen or films like Sound of Freedom, so let's discuss their newest film in this spoiler-free review of The Forge. Isaiah is just coasting through life, playing basketball and video games, but his single mother expects more of him. To appease her, he looks for a job, but ends up finding something much more than a place to work when a local business owner takes it upon himself to mentor the young man. Now with a consistent male role model in his life, Isaiah begins to make major life changes. But will this transformation, this new firm foundation and prayer be enough to manage the adversities he has yet to encounter? The Forge is the newest release from the Kendrick Brothers, known well by Christian audiences for clean, uplifting crowd-pleaser films like Facing the Giants, Fireproof, and Overcomer. Following a similar formula, The Forge, like the previous films, gently addresses positive morals that are unfortunately diminishing in our current culture. In The Forge, it can be something as simple as developing a proper handshake or learning the value of punctuality. Or it can dive into deeper topics like forgiveness, service to others, and faith. But no matter what principles these brothers tackle, they do so gently. It's usually not very subtle and can lean towards unrealistic at times, but that's not a criticism. I believe this is a very purposeful approach by these conservative filmmakers. They know their audience and they are telling their story in a fashion that they believe will be most effective. And I think their track record of success speaks volumes. Though I prefer films with a bit more edge, the Kendrick Brothers polish the edges off their films with aspects such as perfect, flattering lighting, well-spoken, clean language, and crowd-pleasing, maybe a little convenient happy endings. But it's easy for me to get on board when the film is as edifying as The Forge. From the first scene, the energy of the film had me smiling, and when the uplifting themes, specifically for young men, take center stage, their positivity outweighed any complaints I could muster. Whether it's the theme of being a fountain rather than a drain to those around you, or discovering the answer to what kind of man you want to become. The Kendrick Brother films always seek to shine a light on the best of people. In this story specifically, the business owner, Joshua Moore, seems beyond reproach. To someone skeptical, I can see this character coming across as too good to be true, but I will tell you my job, my real job, is essentially to travel around to tell stories about people like this man. Yes, they are rare, but people like this do exist, and I wish I was as good as these people. I'm not, but it makes me happy to know people like the character of Joshua Moore do exist, and they do make a difference. And I appreciate that movies like The Forge shine a light on positive attributes, even if it does telegraph some obvious plot points and has a third act that unapologetically goes full cheese mode. The Forge feels a bit like the same old from the Kendrick Brothers, but it's a formula that clearly works. For my overall rating, I'll admit The Forge made me a little dusty 2 or 3 times, but I do think it is familiar territory for these filmmakers. Specifically, it reminds me of their first film, Flywheel, which holds a special place in my heart because it was my introduction to these brothers. So I will give it a solid 3.5 stars out of 5, and I assure you, fans of the Kendrick Brothers, The Forge will not disappoint. And if you're not familiar with this duo, I will tell you this is a very safe film that offers something for the whole family. Oh, and make sure you stay seated for the credits for a little something special. Tell me what you think in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this review, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss any of my future content. Also, you can check out some of my other reviews by clicking on one of these boxes.